Hey, pussy, are you still there?
I actually admire that you can actually be this fake. And like when the TV comes on, how you can just change. You're the scum of the earth.
Don't doubt me, I couldn't do it. The odds that I couldn't do it. Look at me now. Living in half a pound. Headshot dead. That's it.
There's guys out there that are doing this day in and day out. They live and breathe this stuff that they don't get the recognition or credit that they deserve.
What is the secret to fighting?
Not being a fucking pussy. Honestly, you can teach anybody how to fight. But like if you're a fucking pussy, that's a really hard thing to teach someone not to be.
And we can jump into UFC Mexico, boys. We have almost a full, dude, it's literally almost like 90%. At least one fighter on each fight is a Mexican fighter. So that's pretty dope.
I think every fight besides the first fight is.
The first fight and the third fight on the card. No,
That's
actually,
awesome,
the third
man.
and fourth.
Hey, dude, it's an amazing fucking
right.
free card, man. I am stoked about this shit. Like, dude,
I agree.
They rewarded us this after 298. Like, that's insane.
Well, don't worry. Just wait till the week after.
Yeah, I'll be on vacation.
Craps the pooper, dude. But yeah, man, we'll get into it. UFC Mexico. 2 fights on the card don't contain, Mexican fighter, a fighter from Mexico, which is really cool. That means they're really showing out and really putting that effort into making sure the card was full. I think I tweeted about this yesterday or today, and I said I have a feeling that a high majority of Mexican fighters are going to win on Saturday too, versus the Canadian fight card with Strickland on it and Duplessis, where almost every single Canadian fighter lost.
Except for Jillian Robertson, I think.
Yeah, except for her. That was it. So outside of that, I think we're going to see a high percentage of people win this weekend. So we can kind of jump right in, boys. I'll start with the prelims. Nothing crazy, no like high names, but a few fights that kind of caught my attention or fighters maybe I'm excited for. I don't know if you have any fighters you guys are excited for, but I'm pretty excited for I want to see Mateus Mendoza fight again. I know he's not a Mexican fighter, but he's coming off a 2-fight skid. But I remember watching him on the Dana White Contender Series, and when he won, I remember saying to myself, this guy's going to be good. And then he ended up losing a decision in his first fight in the UFC, and then he lost his next fight by knockout. And he kind of almost has this, like, I really want to see him redeem himself, like, really bad, and I hope that he wants to redeem himself too, because I feel like he's really good. I feel like he has the potential to be good, but I just don't think he's got paired up correctly to get his kind of feet wet. So that's one fight I'm excited about, and I hope that he gets the win on that. Any fights you guys are excited about in the prelims?
Not so much in the prelims for me, man. I completely thought this Dos Santos guys was a different Dos Santos the whole time. So
well, Felipe Dos Santos is he's a pretty well-known fighter. I mean, we've watched him plenty of times before. He's fought a couple times that we've covered.
Definitely, man. I mean, I looked him up afterwards. He's 7-1 and looks badass. But besides that, man, no, not really. The main event is where I'm at.
Christian Quinones always, which I think is like the headliner of the prelims. But I mean, I don't know, man. To be honest, dude, the thing that I'm most excited about with this card, even like prelims, main card, everything all together, is I'm just glad to have a fight night that's not at the fucking Apex.
Amen, brother.
And we're having a fucking stacked Mexican fighter heavy card in Mexico City. It's about to be litty.
It's gonna be a party, dude.
I would love to be at that card. That would be.
Are you kidding me?
Fucking awesome. I mean, they did. Remember how they did Noche? Noche when they did UFC Noche, it was like at that time it ended up being one of the second or third highest selling pay-per-views, right?
Yeah. That was a fight night, I thought.
I mean, not highest selling pay-per-views, but I think it was like the quickest sellout or biggest turnout of something in the T-Mobile Arena, or wherever it was located at. I can't really remember, but
that was the thing too. That was weird. Remember, we were like, "How are you going to do UFC Noche?" But it's not even in Mexico.
Oh, it was the highest watched. It was like one of the highest watched fight nights ever. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's deserved.
So that's.
But this is going to be good, man. So I'm like, I told you earlier, I mean, there's a few of the main event fights that I, really looking forward to, especially after this weekend.
Yes.
This past weekend, I'm super intrigued into the, featherweight co-main between Yair and Brian Ortega. That to me is the biggest fight that I want to see, especially I don't know if you guys saw the video I posted on the Over the Octagon Instagram. But Yair fucking hates Taporia. Hates him.
Really?
Hates that motherfucker, dude. Hates his guts.
Makes
I
me
love
like
it.
Yair even more. I love it.
Yeah, Yair, dude, I feel bad for Brian Ortega because Yair is like, nah, fucked it. He's about to head kick the next two of them into, he's knocking everybody out on his way to just guarantee that he fights Ilya in Spain.
What was his exact words? He's like, no. He's like, no. I don't want to fight this man. I want to fucking kill this man or something like that. He said something like that. He's like, I fucking hate him.
Mm-hmm. All right, so. All right, boys.
You got it? You're going to share it?
I am going to share it. So we're going to do a little screen share. We can so this is what we shared on our Instagram. If you're not following Over the Octagon podcast on Instagram, do yourself a motherfucking favor.
Hurry up.
Follow that shit now. But so this is Yair in an interview, I guess, today or yesterday.
Fight him. I want to fuck him up. There's a fucking big difference on that. And anywhere I fucking see him, I'll fuck him up.
And you're usually like super respectful with everyone. Would you say this is the person that you like the most in the division?
Fuck this bitch. I don't fucking like him. Fuck him up. No.
Dude, I love it, dude.
What?
I haven't seen Yair like that, bro.
I've never seen Yair like that
pissed.
ever. Yeah. What a fucking absolute great quote from him, dude.
Oh my god.
Legendary.
It's like real Spain
that.
versus like Mexico. Yeah, they hate each other. That's sick.
Yeah, I mean, and that's an awesome there's like centuries worth of history between the two countries.
Yeah.
I mean,
they hate each
it's
other.
awesome. Writes itself, bro.
Damn, dude. And
then maybe we do that. They do that in Spain.
They're gonna do, I mean, that makes so much sense. I mean, we keep going back, and I don't want to keep going back, but like it jumps Volk for the rematch. But I think that's probably for the best. Like I think Volk gets a rematch with Ilya, but Ilya defends the belt first. I think Ilya fights first.
I wouldn't hate it.
And I would love to see it against Yair. Yair beats Brian Ortega this weekend, and then you start looking at, Ilya versus Yair in Spain. Sign me the fuck up.
Yeah, dude. Yair's already knocked out Ortega too, man. Like 2 years ago, I think. He's already pieced him up. This is a rematch that nobody wants, but Ortega needs to defend his spot in the division, man. Because where the fuck is he been? You know what I'm saying? Yair by spitting scissor kick to the head all day.
Remember, what was the fuck, dude? I wish I was quicker with the name off the top of my head. Booker T from WWE.
Yeah.
Remember this? Remember he did the scissor kick?
Yeah.
Booker T had a mean scissor kick back in the day, dude.
Yeah,
Yair about to be out there looking like Booker
T. Hit spinneroni on a motherfucker right quick.
Spinneroni, dog.
Yeah.
I love it. But so we start the main card off. Manuel Torres versus Chris Duncan. I did a lot of studying on these guys, man. So I'm not sure if you guys are really familiar with either one of them. Manuel Torres is a first round finish king. He's only one of his fights have not gone the distance. Every single one has either ended in the first round or he lost in the first round. One fight. That was his only two losses. One was a decision. And then one was early on in his career, but every other fight has gone in the first round, which to say that he's fighting Chris Duncan, who I was watching a lot of tape of. And Duncan is if he can get out of the first round, in my opinion, I think he's going to give Torres a problem because I think Torres's cardio, we haven't seen it go past the first. And I know for sure Duncan can go all 3 rounds and bang all 3 rounds. So, and both of them have knockout power. Both of them strike really well. I like Chris Duncan's striking style. He's very fucking he's one of those very technical piece you up type guys. But Torres, again, you know, he has the ability to submit you or knock you out. So I think this one's going to be a really good fight. And I had 2 bets that I was going to talk about. One bet, Murky, I want us to look into is one, it not going the distance, which I don't think it will at all. And the 2 kind of side bets, I have Torres by finishing the 2nd round and Duncan by finishing the 3rd round.
Shit.
I think it gets out of the 1st round for some reason. I just have a feeling this one's going to be the one. Those
They're
are my
so heavy. A lot of people I've seen all over different social medias and stuff, but a lot of people are heavy on Manuel Torres, especially riding this 1st round streak that he has.
I know. And I think I think we're getting set up. I think it's I think this is going to be the fight where it's going to end because, I mean, like I said, Chris Duncan's a fucking monster, dude. If you go back and watch his last fight, the guy will stand and bang and he'll fucking go at it, bro. So, and Torres is good. Don't get me wrong. But when you get a guy who has never made it out of the 1st round, but one time in 16 fights, like I mean, you're not really getting a full glimpse of what would happen if he went into the water with someone who's ready to bang with him, you know?
Right.
So I'm actually gonna go with Chris Duncan on this. I think this is only one of 2 fights where a Mexican fighter loses on the card.
Oh, shit.
And that's my pick of the night. I may be wrong. And if Torres is gonna get the finish, is gonna come within the 1st round or early in the 2nd. But I think once we get past that halfway mark of the 2nd, I think the whole fight favors Chris Duncan, in my opinion. So
damn.
So that's my pick there.
I do not agree with that. I hate that.
You hate it?
Dude, have you watched Manuel Torres' last couple fights?
Yeah, I mean, they're all good. He finishes
them. Striking is sick, bro.
It is. I agree. Have you watched Chris Duncan's last few fights?
Yeah. I think we've covered all his first 2 fights in the UFC. He's only had 2. I got Manuel by knockout all day.
I don't know, man.
That's gonna be a sick fucking fight.
Because what's crazy is before I made my decision, I watched Chris Duncan's past 2 fights over again. And then I went and watched Manuel Torres' 2 knockouts again. And that's why I said what I said. If it gets out of the 1st round, I think it favors Chris Duncan more simply because he can stand and bang and he's gone deep waters almost every time with guys who have put him to the test. So he's got a chin. He can take a hit. But if Manuel Torres don't get it finished quick, I think it's going to be a long night for him if it goes to deep waters, dude. I'm telling you. If this goes the distance, it favors Chris Duncan 100%. There's a reason why the odds are almost even. I mean, there's something the Vegas knows, bro.
Okay.
If he has fucking 14 first-round finishes and he's only a minus 180 favorite, it tells you something, brother.
That's true too. Yep.
So, but as far as that though, I like it. I like it going deep, but I still like it in the distance though. So. And then next fight we got is it the only chick fight we got?
It is, yeah.
Only chick fight of the night. Yasmin versus Sam Hughes. I think this one's self-explanatory. I don't think Sam Hughes has a chance, to be fair.
No. All right. I don't think anyone thinks that.
No. She's a huge underdog. Yasmin, she's coming off of a loss. But again, she's coming off of a 12-second loss. So how do you even judge someone who just got caught right off the jump? I mean, that's like saying, who's the guy that just knocked out, that just won against in the last pay-per-view, big boy, heavyweight.
De Lima,
yeah. That's like saying he's bad because he fucking got knocked out by Derek Lewis for 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying?
Right. People were clowning him for a second though. I was one of them. Was like, shit, he ain't shit.
Yeah, because that dude came out and bodied his fight, bro. So, but yeah, I think we can all go past that one. I think Yasmin gets it done, and she may be one of the only select few women who can get it done in the distance on this one.
Yeah, she was undefeated up into that too.
Yep.
So
yeah, she had a lot of hype around her, man, and then she got caught because she was a favorite in that fight. Going into it, she was like a minus 250 favorite or something like that, and then ended up getting knocked out. But again, you can't hold her against that because it happens, dude. That quick knockouts, it's just a lucky punch, you know.
Right.
It is what it is. It's fighting for a reason. Now we get into the good ones. Now we're getting good. We get the young gun himself, Raul Rosas Jr., and Ricky Turcia, who somehow throws 700 strikes in a fight and lands 20.
He be shadow boxing. I'm telling you,
dude, it's crazy, bro. I don't know about y'all. I like Raul Rojas by either submission or decision in this one. Is my pick for this fight. I think he gets it done. I still don't think we've seen the half of him. He's still young.
Yeah, he's 19, man. He's such a baby.
Super young, and his only loss is to Christian Rodriguez, who was a vet in the game when he came in. It was almost like a too early fight for him at his age and career to take that fight. And Christian Rodriguez is known for being a weight bully bitch anyway. So, but yeah, I like Rojas, man. I think he's disciplined. I think he has it together. You don't see many 19-year-old kids in the UFC at all. You don't. So to have that discipline already for Dana to see something special in you, you're there for a reason. I mean, you got a 19-year-old kid who's in a main event on a big fight night, UFC Mexico. I mean, that's pretty big.
He may or may not never have eaten pussy before. I can't tell by looking at him, man.
I don't know how he could with that.
Nah, dude. Nah, dog. He gets it, bro.
You think that's
yeah, you haven't heard that interview with him?
I know.
Where he was like, I go celibate before fights. I don't have sex. He said,
I don't think his tongue could reach, dude. His fucking chin's gonna hit her pelvis before his tongue gets close enough.
He's probably like amazing at it. He's probably like, yo, they won't let me hit, but I eat it out, bro.
That's fucking hilarious, dude. I'll never. Every time I see the video where they make, I mean, it's bad to make fun of him, but it's fucking hilarious. Where they, it's like his interview with Nina, and people are like, they were like, what's your favorite English word to say or something, or cuss word to say, and then it goes like a voiceover where it's like, like, dude, that shit's fucking hilarious, bro.
But he's good, man.
The kid's got heart, man. The kid's good, dude. He knows what he's doing. He's a hell of a wrestler and great at BJJ. So I think he gets it done. I would put him in a parlay and feel comfortable getting it done. Money line. So oh, dude, that's fucking hilarious. Murky. I can't picture. I never gonna have that image out of my face of you with your freaking chin up like, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, where's your Papashka?
Oh, do you need your Papashka?
We got to see this Papashka chat. If you're watching the YouTube right now, this is all coming back from 298, and he's wearing the
what a hard shirt,
Khamzat Chimaev shirt.
Yeah, that's hard. Damn.
With a Papashka.
Yo, that's hard. It matches your beard.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about, boys. Yeah, Murky told me I couldn't get one with
I gotta
get what is it that was on there? The freaking
dude, he almost, dude, this motherfucker's. Did you get it?
No, I didn't know.
Dude, it had like the fucking communist logo on it, like the hammer and the.
Oh no!
Yeah, like the old USSR fucking logo.
Dude, the government would track you for buying that. They would have fucking been like looking at this guy's address, like, why does he want this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, it was a sketchy buy because it was like one of those images on Amazon that was like weird, and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. But next fight on the card, we have Daniel Zolhuber and Francisco Prado. I'll let y'all talk about this one if y'all want to pick who you guys want. I kind of have who I want in mind, but I'd like to hear you guys your guys' thoughts. One's 12-1, one's 14-1.
I gotta go Francisco. I think this is gonna be one of the ones that Mexico loses, man. I like him better in this fight. I don't know much about Daniel at all, besides that. I mean, he's fought, I guess, 3 times in the UFC. But I remember watching Francisco before. I liked how he fought. And I think he takes this one. I think Mexico's not going to lose a lot, but this is going to be it for sure. Not for sure, but I made a good shot for me, I think.
How do you think he wins?
Man, I'd say TKO, bro. Let's go the TKO route. Would I bet money on it right now? No, but he's 12-1, man. He's a beast. It's going to be a great fight regardless. This guy has 6 wins by knockout.
Yeah, but he's also a plus 225 dog.
Really good. Maybe I should put $10 on this fuck.
I mean, I'm personally taking Daniel Zellhuber. I've watched him fight a lot, and I like his fighting style. So,
dude, Francisco's got 9 first-round finishes, bro.
Here's I don't know if
he's also 6'1" with a almost 10-inch reach advantage as well.
Yeah, so for lightweight for 155 pounders, Daniel Zellhuber is 6'1" with a 77-inch reach. Not a huge height difference in the 5'10" Francisco Prada, but he has a 8-inch reach advantage.
8-inch reach advantage, yeah.
Also,
that's insane.
You know, I mean, the only thing it seems statistically anyway, just looking at by the numbers, Prado is definitely the more accurate striker. 40% significant strike accuracy to Francisco Prado's 52%. But Daniel Zellhuber also mixes in takedowns, has a 33% takedown accuracy, which is pretty fucking good, to none. So I think, I don't know. I mean, I think stylistically and just attributes wise, the length, this definitely favors Daniel Zellhuber for sure.
I agree.
Francisco Prado, this is, I think, like his 3rd fight in the UFC. But we'll see. I mean,
it's just, it's going to be so hard to pick against any fighter from Mexico because, dude, the crowd is going to literally explode for everyone that walks out of that.
Viva la raza.
And you just can't. It's going to be so hard to top the energy, man. I mean, for one, no one wants to lose in their home country. No one wants to lose in their home state. No one wants to lose around, like, near their people, you know? So it's gonna be hard, man.
We'll do over the Octagon bet on that one versus each other, man. Because I just got a feeling, dude, man. I don't know. I feel like if he gets inside, if he gets close, if he can't get inside, he's fucked. He
ain't no Ilya, that's for sure. He ain't getting inside.
He's the Argentina Ilya. He's the Lionel Messi.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, it's got to get messy in that bitch, dog.
It sure is, brother, because we're at the co-main, baby. Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. Big implications on this fight, boys. Winner of this likely either A, fights for the title, B, is next in line for the title shot. So one of the two, because Max is out of the picture currently because he's fighting Gaethje. Which I want to ask one thing when we finish this about that fight. But Yair versus Brian Ortega. What you guys' thoughts? What do you got?
Oh man, I don't think Max is out of the picture at all for a title shot. It's only been one pay-per-view after this, right? I mean,
well, the reason why I was going to bring that up, I guess, if we want to talk about it, because he's fighting for the BMF. Yes, I get he's still in the contentions, but he's about to fight Justin Gaethje, bro. Like this, you're talking
right?
At a higher weight class. If he beats Justin Gaethje, then you got a whole different conundrum going on.
Man, no, I don't think the BMF holds weight over real rankings. So, man, I think he'd go back. He wouldn't just go immediately defend the BMF.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Take the title out of the way. They're still fighting at Justin Gaethje's weight.
Yeah.
So if he beats Gaethje, you have to treat it as if Gaethje lost a fight. I mean, just because it's the BMF title fight doesn't mean rankings aren't on the line.
So do you think he would fight Islam if he won?
Gaethje?
Yeah, no, Max. If he beats Gaethje.
No, he wouldn't fight Islam next. He would get probably a number one contender fight maybe at that division.
Isn't Gaethje the number one contender in that division though?
Should be.
No. Charles Oliveira is. And
I don't agree with that ranking.
Charles Oliveira is the number one, and I think Arman's number 2 and Gaethje's number 3, or vice versa.
Gaethje's 2, Poirier 3, Arman 4.
Okay. So Poirier's still in the picture. So
that's crazy to think about, man.
So if Max beats Gaethje, then you have Max would be considered in that ranking, in the lightweight ranking. At that point,
I don't know if he does. I don't know if he stays at lightweight.
He won't at all.
Yeah,
but I feel like what would be the purpose of moving up to fight for that BMF at his division if you weren't going to try to move up?
Banger fight.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I mean that's a legacy fight.
So let me ask you: if you were
that
Max
doesn't hold
Holloway,
implications.
if you were Max Holloway and you beat the number 3 ranked lightweight, would you not move up to lightweight and
no? He fights Ilya for the belt at featherweight.
Yeah, because he's the number 2.
That is that he
it.
doesn't need a number 1 contender fight. If you beat Justin Gaethje at 155 pounds and they say, "Oh no, now you need to fight a number 1 contender fight," I tell you to suck my ass.
Yeah, but why would
Justin Gaethje at 155 pounds?
Why would Justin Gaethje take the fight if there were not?
Because it's a fucking banger fight.
That's what the BMF is.
It's got nothing. It's got nothing to do with fucking rankings.
But he wants to be the champion. He doesn't want to be the fucking Bobo the Foe fucking belt. He wants to be the champ. Why risk losing against a guy who's smaller than you and take away your chance of fighting for a championship?
Because he's a fighter, not a pussy.
Yeah,
he's not worried about what if I lose. Then
but he is though, because he said it multiple times that he's only fighting for he wants to get the belt back. He wants to become a champion.
Well,
he said that multiple times.
Obviously, that's not true. He's the one that took the fight against.
That's
Max.
why I feel like there's more implications to holding that BMF at lightweight than there is. Than we're thinking about.
I don't think so. I think that BMF is just a.
Now it could be that if Gaethje wins, he gets to fight Islam, or he's the next title shot, and if Max wins, he's the next title shot for featherweight. I mean, that could be the implications that we're putting here. But I just feel like if you're 10 pounds smaller than someone and you beat them at their division at number 3, then
I don't think Max stays at lightweight.
But he's wanted to move up though. He's talked about moving up.
Because he doesn't have success in the featherweight division.
Correct. So he thinks he is now against a guy who just beat the guy who's beat him 3 times.
I mean, he beat everybody else. Yeah. Right? So it's like.
I don't know. That's what I was going to ask, but you brought it up, so I figured we'd talk about it. That was what I was going to ask is what happens with the winner of the BMF belt?
Nothing. Maybe he just gets passed on.
I think winner gets a title shot. At their respective division.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That's what I was asking. God, y'all motherfuckers are trying to make I think I'm starting arguments here. I just want to know y'all's thoughts on these things because I'm trying to make it make sense. Like if you're fighting for a BMF title, what is the fucking purpose of it if you can't?
There isn't though. That's the thing. Like you're trying to make sense of shit that's
it's not a belt like that. I don't think.
Yeah, and it doesn't really hold. I mean, the only thing, it's a legacy fight, and it's a big fight for both of them. It's a big opportunity. Like, even if Max has never been finished, let's say Gaethje goes out and head picks Max and finishes him.
Yeah, then you're.
I mean, that's a fucking big win, whether he's coming up a weight
I respect it. I respect it, but if both of them want to be champions, I think it's stupid for them to take the fight.
That's a business aspect, but it's a fucking awesome fight for the fans.
Sure. No,
I mean that fight. That fight is buzzing. Can't wait for that.
Either way, Ortega's getting knocked the fuck out.
Oh yeah, I agree with you on that. I think Ortega gets beat down by Yair, and his only chance of winning is to submit Yair. That's it.
Snatching necks and cashing checks. Brian Ortega going for that guillotine again.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he's trying for a guillotine again. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's going for a guillotine.
Is he going to do like a fucking Gracie and just go out there and start rolling around?
Let's scoot.
Let's scoot everywhere. No, I think he'll bang. I just think Yair's going to be able to he's the fresher, younger, more ready to go fighter. And I think
he's been active. Yair's fought. Yair's been hella active. I don't think, Ortega's taken a lot of time off, and this is because
there's no reason why credit should be taken away from Yair for losing a bowl, because I know a lot of people who was nervous for Volkanovski going back in that and to fight Yair.
People were
definitely considering Yair beating Volk in that fight, and I remember it like it was yesterday, dude. A lot of people were picking Yair
only because he just lost to Islam.
I know.
Yeah, but that was that was in between the Islam fight. So like
it was. Yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, how could you look at the way he fought Islam? Or again, like we've said this before, arguably won that fight, you could say. Some still say.
Yeah.
And then, Yair beats Josh Emmett, becomes the interim champ the same night.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. I don't feel like losing to Islam in that first fight shows that Yair should have been. I don't know.
He wasn't the favorite. I was just saying.
I know
that there were people out there who thought that Yair could have could have won
People are
that fight.
stupid, dude. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Simply one, it was a stylistic nightmare for Volk too. Just simply because he was fresh, he was quick, he's long, he's lengthy, and that was one thing that was coming in. And we already knew that Volk had Max's number, so this was something completely different that Volk hadn't seen. So a lot of people were kind of confused, but I didn't pick Yair. I had Volk in that fight.
I don't know, man. I mean, in this fight, I like Yair.
I do too, and I love him at almost even odds as well.
Yeah, minus 150. I see on ESPN. I like Yair in this fight. I don't know. Just grand scheme of things, I don't like Yair as like a champion. I don't see Yair's path to being a champion.
God, the Ilya's in his mouth, bro. I just smell the.
Sorry, dude.
I smell it, bro.
I just don't. He got fucking beat down by Volk.
Oh God.
I mean, I don't know.
I can't wait for this fucking guy.
Styles make fights though, so he's a completely different fighter stylistically than Volk is.
Oh yeah.
And the way Volk tried to fight Ilya, Yair
was working
way more
at first.
And he'll be. Yeah, well, everything works until it doesn't. So. But I mean, Yair, is probably going to be able to carry that game plan out a lot better. He has better kicks. He's longer. He can stay at range better.
He's young. He's still young.
Yeah, that's a key right there. Man.
He's not an old man.
He's not an old fella, old lad.
He cursed himself.
I like Yair by whatever he wants.
I think Yair by TKO.
Yeah, for sure. That's going to be a sick fight.
And then the main event, boys. Brandon Royval, Brandon Moreno 2.
Another rematch.
What you guys thinking? Who do you guys like? Let's make it happen.
Man, that's tough, dude. Brandon Moreno's sick, dude. He's already knocked him out before in the first round. But Moreno's been in the game for a while, dude. I mean, both these guys have.
Both have, bro.
They both have. So it's just, can Moreno strike like that still? Can he compete at that same level? He was champ like 3 title fights ago, right? I definitely think he can, man. I think he's almost got him on size, too. He looks like a bigger fighter.
He's smaller.
He's smaller. He just seems
Royval's taller.
He seems bigger to me, man. He seems like he has more power. I see him taking it. Moreno is a beast, dude. Moreno is.
Wait, you see who taking it?
Moreno.
Okay. I thought you were about to say Brandon Royval.
I see him taking it, dude, and I see it by like second round finish, man. I like him a lot, dude. I like his story, and we could see a comeback for him, dude.
Yeah, I like Moreno also, and I like comparing, their last fights with both fought Pantoja. I think both decision losses, but Moreno's was a split decision,
and it was a war, bro.
And he lost the belt. He lost the belt. Yep. That was one of those ones, Dirty, where we were kind of like, damn, you got to beat the champ to be the champ kind of thing. And that was such a close decision. But Pantoja's
that's a fight right there, dude. I would turn that fight on every night and watch it, bro. That fight was a banger.
Well, dude, every fight, I feel like every fight Moreno's in, dude, takes
it's always good, dude. Yeah.
He's got a crazy chin.
He doesn't give up, dude. I love his story. I love
Muay Thai, dude.
It's good.
Yeah.
And he's an Orthodox fighter fighting a southpaw. So I like it, man. I like Moreno, and I think Moreno's grappling is a hell of a lot better than Brandon Royval's.
It's got to be better than Royval's. He didn't know what the fuck to do as soon as
he took his ass down.
He was arguably doing better, and he could beat Pantoja on the feet if you remember. And then, but he just couldn't stop a takedown. He just couldn't. He couldn't do any. As soon as he shot, he did, and then he was on his back, and then he couldn't get up. He just couldn't get up.
He's getting a lot more recognition than he deserves because he had a win prior to him. I think he's outclassed in this one, man. And I mean, bring back Brandon Moreno, dude. He's a fucking pit bull in the ring.
Yeah, but then
I love Brandon Moreno.
You want to talk about seeing new shine? I really like Pantoja, but Pantoja is another guy who's been fighting for a long time.
Yeah.
And I want to see some fresh blood in that flyweight division. I want to see some up-and-comers in that division who can hang with these guys. Because as of right now, if we saw the Pantoja or the Moreno that we've seen if Moreno wins this, like it's going to be hard to beat those guys, man.
Well, I think the answer to that is what this fight was supposed to be was Brandon Moreno, Amir Albazi.
Okay.
Amir Albazi dropped out, and then Brandon Royval took his place. Not on super short notice. I think it was like it's been months. I mean, he's probably had at least an 8 or 12-week camp, so it's not like super short notice. But the original fight was Moreno, Amir Albazi, the 1 and number 2 contenders.
Yeah.
Albazi's a scary motherfucker, dude. So I feel like that could be that's going to be the guy, right? I mean, that's going to be the guy to, potentially come in and kind of shake things up a little bit.
Ooh, I like Mohammed Makayev.
Yeah, Mohammed
Makayev. That's true too. Yeah.
That dude looks like he's like one of those new arrogant faces of the weight class,
He's good.
Yeah. He's very good.
But there's room for that. I mean, Kai Carr is old too, and he's number 4, man. Kai Carr's fought like fucking 35 times.
Yeah, Kai Carr, France, and Moreno, and all those guys. They used to scrap and bang, dude.
All of them have a huge history, dude.
But they have they have his number so bad.
Yeah. Kai Carr is, dude. He's
so small.
Bitch.
He's so small,
bitch, man. And he's had opportunities, dude.
I'm pissed about Manel Cape. Dude, that guy he's the fucking Hamza out of the flyweight division, dude. Like, guy can't fucking make weight, fucking has so much potential to be good, and then he just fucks it up every time, dude.
Yeah, I'm a fan, dude. I wanted.
Didn't he miss weight by like 6 freaking pounds, dude?
Yeah, he missed weight the last time, right? He was supposed to fight in Canada, right?
Yeah. God, that was gonna be sick.
So,
but no,
I like Moreno. We all like Moreno. So,
yep.
Let's freaking run it, boys. I'm super excited about this. This one is a fight night that starts at actually 10 main cards, 7 prelims. So it's a little bit of a later fight night than the most. It's normally
it's kind of like a pay-per-view.
Yep, similar to a pay-per-view. So we'll be able to, fight it out.